not a pushover by any means. You know, he comes to fight. He's a power puncher just like Naoya Inoue is. So, you know, that's the kind of fight that we're going to watch.
Yeah, and we didn't know if we were ever going to get a chance to see Luis Neri fight back in Japan again, considering how those two fights with Yamanaka went. More on that as we edge closer to our main event. But when it comes to fights between Mexican fighters and Japanese fighters, there is a storied rivalry. It's one of the rivalries in boxing that is talked about. This fight, I believe, will live up to that hype as we take a look at some of the fights in recent history between fighters from Mexico and Japan. And we have about a list of 30-something that we try to cut down for you guys to some of the more recent ones. Carlos Cuadras defeating Ito back in 2015, where he retained that WBC junior bantamweight title. Of course, Naoya Inoue when he fought David Carmona. Valdez versus Osawa, I remember calling that fight. And then Luis Neri, that defeat over Yamanaka. Controversial. That's the one where he failed the drug test after the fight.
Here for you, legal punches. Here for you, touch gloves with both of you.
I was like, okay, I'm going to eat some of these shots from Akui to get mine in and hopefully hurt Akui.
Yeah. Groundbreaking if we went, but it.
It's caught with a big jab from Inoue with that lead.
Right.
Weapons that have affected Maloney from Takai in this.
Just don't confuse Luis Neri with Buster Douglas. He's not the foil, he's the villain. And while Tyson Douglas ended in controversy,
Douglas, who was knocked down late in the 8th round, survived a long count.
Production is amazing.
I'm sure you recognize the sounds of the guitar played by none other than the legendary Tomoyasu Hotei. Japanese musician, singer, songwriter, composer, record producer. This song, Battle Without Honor or Humanity, has been featured in numerous films, commercials, and maybe most infamously, Quentin Tarantino's feature film, Kill Bill.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Take a listen. People filed into the Tokyo Dome to witness Japanese boxing history as the undisputed junior featherweight world champion Naoya the Monster Inoue makes his way to the ring.
He's got incredible star power over in Japan. They love him.
An absolute rock star and an absolute pound for pound legendary fighter who is already a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question about it, and only the third fighter to be an undisputed world champion in 2 weight classes, joining the likes of Terrence Crawford and Claressa Shields. The 2023 Boxing Writers Association of America Fighter of the Year, the only Japanese fighter to ever win that honor, the #1 ranked 122-pounder. The accolades go on and on. 21 World Championship fights, 21 victories, 19 of those by knockout.
Once again, our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Michael Griffin.
You men receive my instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, men. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both. Touch gloves.
Boxing is at its best when all the belts are on the line and up for grabs. The undisputed WBC, WBO, WBA, and IBF World Championship. The champion, Naoya Inoue. The challenger, Luis Neri. Neri in the southpaw stance, the second consecutive southpaw opponent for Naoya Inoue.
Already starting throwing heavy shots Inoue.
Inoue believes that he'll get the knockout victory tonight against Luis Neri. Says he does not see this fight going the distance.
I don't think anyone does.
Jab and a body shot there from Luis Neri. Neri, a former 2-division world champion, the mandatory challenger for the WBC, is 4-0 since the lone loss on his record to Brandon Figueroa, 3 of those by way of knockout. Nice left-hand scores there from Inoue.
Inoue is so calm. He's always so calm.
I know you studied a ton of tape on Naoya Inoue. What should the people expect from him tonight?
He's just explosive, and I think people who watch him know that. Any shot that lands, whether it be to the body or the head, could end the fight. One shot. But the way that Neri is, because I've done a ton of tape on Neri as well, it makes for an explosive fight. You know, them two styles together, those make fights.
And that's what Neri has promised. He said an entertaining fight for the fans. Oh, and down goes Naoya Inoue from a left hook from Luis Neri in round 1.
Wow.
The champ is down in round 1. What an excellent start for Luis Neri.
Neri's gonna step on the gas now, for sure. Take this opportunity.
We knew that hook was dangerous from that southpaw stance. We just didn't know it would catch Naoya Inoue so early in round 1. Wow. Down to the body, both fighters to the body. That is the first knockdown of Naoya Inoue's career.
Well, Neri's got to really utilize that opportunity. Never been done before.
Not the start the 55,000 people in attendance expected, or most of us watching
Yeah, I don't think
worldwide.
anyone. Wow.
What a boost of confidence for the challenger, a 10-8 round.
We haven't even seen